Let's start. And last week we mainly talk about the emotions. Emotions. And the emotions and mood. And however, under the effect, and there is emotion and there is a mood. Affect is a general feeling. Affect is containing a lot of the different affective domains and something. So affect is a general feeling. And how about emotion and mood we distinguish. And what is the biggest difference of the emotion and mood? What defines that? What is emotion? What is mood? What is difference between the emotion and mood? Let's see. Angelina. Emotion and mood, what is the difference? What is difference? Cecil, what is difference between the emotion and mood? Hint, okay? Which one is more short and which one is longer? Which one is short? Emotion is strong and short. And mood lasts for a long time. Exactly. Emotion is a short feeling. Emotion is coming and emotion is going. However, that is quite intensive. Okay? And mood is just the general, the long-term feelings. Long-term feelings, something. Okay? So, however, mood is okay. But however, the problem is, what will happen if we fail in? What will happen if we fail in managing emotions? What will happen in business? Do you remember what will happen? Helen, thank you. Kathy, where are you? Zora, Blues. What if you fail in managing your emotion? What will happen? What usually happens when you fail in managing emotion? The very intensive and short feeling. Cecil, what will happen if you fail in managing emotion? Penny, Angelina, what will happen if you fail in managing your emotion? Lloyd, hey? I will torture you. Business risk, okay? And I exemplified there is a sibling, there is two sisters and who totally ruined their business in Korea because they totally fail in managing their emotions, and they burned out their dollars. The stock price is totally dropped, and then they burned out a lot of the shareholders, the value, and then they are almost losing their power over the controlling. It happens. We cannot control the normal react and adjust our emotion. But however, though, you learned about how to manage the emotions last week. Okay, so there are two ways of the managing emotions. One is suppressing. Okay, I introduced there are two ways of the managing emotion. First one is suppressing. However, is it good? Someday, if you just suppress your emotions, and someday they will be exploded. Don't do that. Okay. However, I propose another. Okay. I can propose that another way of the emotion management, regulating the emotions. What is that strategy? The emotion regulation strategy. Suppressing is one thing, and what the others? Reappraisal. The appraisal strategy. Please use your brain before something is happening. according to AET theory, okay, our emotions is arising when we got a certain event. Okay. However, if we expect something, if we calculate something, and if we anticipate something before something is some bad, so some good emotion is some event is occurring, maybe we can change our perception about a certain event. Then we can normalize and we can manage and we can transform our emotions in a positive one. We call that as a reappraisal emotion regulation strategy. So I bet, I wish you can make it. You must have a bad case of the diarrhea, so you must go forward. I will cross my fingers. Go ahead. Okay? So then, that is a better strategy to manage your emotions. It is necessary. However, that kinds of understandings comes from the Western style of the psychology. However, in Eastern world, we talked about our emotions for more than 2,000 years. What is our understanding about the human emotions? Okay, maybe you can see this, and the monk said, we must have 4 virtuous emotions or feelings. Where is that? Give me a second. And then, so that is, that is that. Okay, so 4 edges. 4 edges. Yeah. In Korean, okay. 측은지심, 수오지심, 사양지심, 시비지심. Yeah, okay, so I'm Korean, absolutely, so I can read in my way. And that is becoming the 4 element of this. 인의예지, 인의예지. Okay. So those 4 are virtuous mind. However, that is a theoretical, that is a virtuous something. But in our daily life, we must have different emotions. And then according to the Western style of the psychology, and there is anger, joy, what is that? 5. The joy, anger, disgusting, and fear, and what else? Sadness. Okay, so the 5. However, in Eastern understanding, we have 7 different emotions. 7 different emotions, and that is here. Okay, there are 4 edges in here, and however, in the daily life, there is 7 emotions. 7 emotions, that is 희, 노, 에라, 구, 에, 요, 오, 욕. And what am I doing? Whatever. Okay, so there, that's our Eastern understanding, and that is proposed more than 2,000 years ago. And probably Eastern understandings may better than the Western understandings. Absolutely, we know the Western style, and however, we also know that the Eastern style. If we know better about our emotions and affections and the mood, we can manage that better. I hope, please try to understand what is our Eastern style understandings about the human nature. Probably we are smarter than any other. Whatever, okay. So the better understanding, absolutely, that we can manage those kind of things better, please. Good. And any question about the emotional mood? Do you have any question about the emotion and mood? If you are not easy to manage your emotions, please think about me. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Yo, everybody has an emotion, and why not? And then we need to manage our emotions well. But the emotion will rise anytime. That's okay. We are human beings. We just need to manage that well. That's okay. Hmm? Okay, good. So then, can we go forward? Let's see. And this week we are going to a more interesting thing. Okay, so we are going to the attitude, job satisfaction, and the diversity. Okay, good. So let's go. Attitude, job satisfaction, and the diversity. Okay, attitude. And have you ever heard about this? Hire for aptitude, fire for attitude. Have you ever heard about this? The sentence, hire for aptitude, fire for attitude. Absolutely, yeah, I learned you heard that from me, from my course, the Human Resource Management. Anybody else? Anastasia. Oh, Anastasia. Oh, Anastasia, have you heard about this? Angelina, have you heard? Max, Tony, Randy, did you hear that? Oh, where did you hear that? Oh, Angelina, where did you, Hightail, where did you hear that? From HR course? No, you don't, yeah, you were not there. However, do you agree with this? Do you agree with this? Hire for aptitude and the fire for aptitude? That's a reality. Okay? So we, the employers, okay? We employers hire somebody because they looked like they are competent. They are competent. Or they have a good knowledge, skills, and ability. We define that as a human capital. Oh yeah, absolutely. He or he looked like a very competent. He can help me to solve my business problem. And he graduated the best of the best school. And he graduated the MIT. He graduated the best school. He graduated a very nice program. And he or she must have a good ability. 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 And that ability is defined as aptitude. And do you know the SAT? The American entrance exam, American Gaokao? SAT? And what is the stand for? What is SAT? Do you know SAT? What is SAT originally? I got scholastic aptitude test, exactly. And nowadays we call that as a scholastic assessment test. Okay, whatever. Aptitude represent your ability, knowledge. Okay, so aptitude is your ability, knowledge, understanding. Okay, so When we try to hire somebody and we always looking for the most competent people. But how about when and whom we fire? And because that somebody is really good at work? No, we cannot work with assholes, energy vampires. Do you want to work with assholes? Jerks. What? Jerks. Do you want to work with asshole manager? Do you want to work with the energy vampire? Do you want to work with the jerk? Do you want to work with a nerd? Do you want to work with a narcissist? Do you want to work with a badass? I'd better to kill myself. What make the people asshole? What make the people energy vampire? What make the people jerk? What make the people nerd? What make people badass? Is it a problem of the ability? Capability? No, it's a problem of the attitude. Yes or no? Even though one guy is really good at work, but however that guy or that lady always piss me off and always get me angry, always complain in front of me, and if that guy always attacking me, I cannot do anything, but however I must fire that individual because of the attitude. We have that word. Okay, so then we hire somebody who looks very competent. However, we fire somebody because of their bad attitude. So attitude is matter. Okay, do you agree with me? Agree or do not agree? Please agree with me. Okay. Anyway, so why the attitude is matter. Here, do you remember this is influencing individual and the group organization? This is the model of the human behavior. Okay, this is the model of the human behavior that is related with our human performance. Okay. Human behavior is defined by the surroundings, environment, and the person. Okay, this is the environment. And the person is here. In the personal factor, there is a motivation, there is an attitude, there is a KSAO, there is a human capital. Attitude is the personal factor, personal difference. That defines that one's behavior. Attitude is personal difference. Even though you are situated in the same event or the same situation, everybody will react in a totally different way. Attitude, by nature, that is a certain pattern of the reaction to a certain stimulus. Okay? That's a personal difference. Good. So then, hire for aptitude, fire for attitude is we exercise. Okay, good. And a new approach in the HRM and an ideal person for the job. How we can find and how we can get the best of the best talent who can help us to solve our business problems. For example, okay, aptitude, it can be understood as your human capital, competency, knowledge, skill, and ability, including your physiological capital, okay? That is your aptitude. And on the other hand, how we can understand the attitude? attitude can be understood as your social capital. If you are a badass, and do you want to have a good social relations with a bad asshole? No, absolutely no. Attitude is matter, and the psychological capital. Okay, that is positivity. Do you want to work with the positive guys or the negative guys? Absolutely, positive guys is better. And there is a spiritual capital, a sense of purpose. Do you want to work with a person who is really have a good aims or the purpose or the sense? Why I am working? Why I am engaging in this work? Because that gives us a meaning. Absolutely, that will inspire your motivation. So there must be an ideal person for the job. Aptitude plus and the good attitude. Maybe we can understand that is human capital, positive, and the psychological capital, social capital, and the spiritual capital. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Then, what is attitude? Okay, what is attitude? Maybe you'd better to read the textbook. Okay, in the textbook, there are a lot of that is nicely summarized. That what is the attitude here? Attitude, evaluative statement, either favorable or the unfavorable about object, people, or event, and they reflect how we feel about something. There is a certain patternized reaction to many the events. So that can be a certain patternized reaction of an individual to a certain event, people, or the object to something. So by nature, that is personal difference. Even though you are situated, you have a same event, you are situated in the same situation, everybody have a different reaction to those kind of event. Then we call that is a attitude. That is attitude. Okay, good. For example, there is a positive or the negative attitude toward a certain event to a certain person, like a supervisor. Okay. Probably when you see me, okay, do you feel good or bad? Do you feel good or bad? Yo, when you see me, yeah, when you see me, do you feel good or do you feel bad? Tail, when you see me, when you visit, yeah, when you see, do you feel good or bad? Thank you. Ellen, do you feel good or bad? Yeah, everybody. Yeah. Blues, thank you. Blues, thank you. Ellen, thank you. Any other? Yeah. Anastasia, Angelina, do you feel good or bad? I'm begging. Yeah. Michael, thank you. Okay, good. So, okay, that's a feeling problem. And on the other hand, okay, yeah. Is there anything? Okay. When you see CJ, do you feel good or bad? When you see CJ. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, that's my attitude. That's my reaction. That's my reaction to a certain event. Why? Because of the situation. And however, there must be a personal differences, and somebody will be unhappy when somebody can see me, and somebody will be happy to see a CJ. Who knows? However, attitude make a difference in behavior. Okay, make a difference in behavior. Why? Because our feeling is defining our emotions, and then our emotions, our thinking, and our feeling and our evaluative cognition will define our behavior. Okay, so that there are three components of the attitude. Cognitive component, we think, she's nice, she's nice. We think, and then we react. And there is affection, the feeling. Oh, whenever I see her, oh, I love her. Absolutely. So that is a positive feeling. Then, according to my feeling, according to my thinking, I behave. I take a reaction. Okay, behavioral action. I'm looking for other, okay, whatever. So if I can see a beautiful lady and somebody, I feel good. Oh, how can I help you? I will do whatever I can do, make you happy. I will do. Why not? So, attitude can be constructed. Attitude can be changeable. But however, that is totally personal choice. That is personal choice. And like, however, the scholars distinguish that the attitude is not, okay, attitude is not personality. Okay, attitude is not a personality, and the scholars distinguish the personality and the attitude. But however, personally, I don't know. And then, some scholars distinguish that the personality is totally the personal things. However, the attitude is the reaction to a certain environment. That's totally different object, and that's totally projected toward the different object in the different direction. But however, the personally, I don't know. And there is a theory of the locus of control. And then according to the locus of control, even though that is old theory, but however, in my understanding, personality and the attitude is not much different. For me. Well, anyway, so the personality and the attitude, that is different. And the attitude is the certain patterns of the reaction toward a certain external stimulus. Okay, anyway, that is attitude. And how we can understand the attitude, why the attitude is matter? Because attitude defines our altitude. Here, do you understand what I am talking? Your attitude determines your altitude. Your attitude toward the work, whether toward the person, toward your situation, will change your behavior, and your changed behavior will define your performance, and your defined performance will change your position, social position. For example, okay, so I need somebody. I want to hire somebody. I want to hire the capable guy who can help my work. Okay, I want to hire, and I hire two, and then their reaction and their attitude is different. Whenever I need some help, okay, I call for help. Hi guys, can you help me? And there are two different reactions. One guy, oh, why not? I will try to help you. And the another guy, why? Why I have to help you? I have no time. Again, I need some bad something. I had some bad feelings and bad situations because I lost my business something. And there are two reactions, two attitudes. Okay, so I need your help. Can you please help me? Why not? What a sorry. This is totally different. This is totally tough situation. We can make it better. Positive. On the other hand, Oh, this is not my situation. Hey, you do your work. I have no idea about it. Okay, get it out. What kinds of person, what kinds of attitude are you looking for? Positive or negative? Positive attitude I need. Then what can I do for these positive responses? Hey, I want to work with you better. I want to work. And then, yeah, absolutely, you will be promoted and you take a responsibility of the better something. You can help me better. I will promote this positive attitude guy as a vice president, as the CEO. Why not? Not capability, but attitude defines the social position. I bet. I clearly say this from my whole life experiences, really. Not capability, not ability, not knowledge, but however, your attitude, your reaction to a certain situation, certain people, will define your altitude, your position, really. So, you'd better to have a positive attitude toward any situation, any people first. Okay? And that was theorized and that was conceptualized as a attitude of the behavioral intention by Atzen. Atzen defined human attitude make a difference of the intention, personal intention. And then that personal intention defines your behavior, human behavior, and then make a totally different performance. So we call that is Atzen's, what is that? Atzen's behavioral intention theory. That's a behavioral intention theory, BIT. The Atzen's behavioral intention theory, the core of the behavioral intention is attitude. Okay, attitude is a person's general feeling toward some stimulus object, and the attitude tends to be stable over time and difficult to change, like a personality. That is the reason why for me, it's not easy for me to distinguish that the attitude from the personality. But however, okay, personality is internal something, attitude is external something. Okay, whatever. The behavioral intention model, we call that is a behavioral intention theory. We call that is a behavioral intention model. Achen suggests that the intention, the human intention, personal intention, is highly incorporated with the attitude and more directly influence the behavior. Attitude defines your intention. Intention make a change of your behavior. Absolutely, attitude is subjected into the subject norms and the perceived behavioral control. However, the core is your attitude toward the behavior. What will happen if your attitude is something wrong? You will experience that the cognitive dissonance. Okay? You think something in a positive way, however, you have a totally different attitude. It's disparity. This is the dissonance. Okay, and we call that is thinking is one thing, feeling is another. Okay, cognitive dissonance, and they make a trouble. And any incompatibility on individual might perceive that between two or more attitude, or between behavior and attitude. That is, your brain is one thing, your thinking is one thing, however, your feeling is totally different thing, and then you have a very strange attitude. Many people have that kinds of problem, and then sometimes we call that is a Yeah, if that is very serious, and we call that as a psychopath. Psychopathic psychopath. Thing is one, and there is no emotion, and do a bad thing. Really? Okay, whatever. Adjans, behavioral intention, modern behavioral intention theory focus on your attitude that make your intention, and that drives at your certain behavior, and the behavior make your performance. So a long story short, okay, your attitude determines your altitude. Okay, got it? Oh yeah, I absolutely I can tell this. And firstly, I hear this kind of the word from the Dr. Salbach. Salbach. And do you know the Festo? Festo, the one of the largest robot company in Germany, in US and in Germany. Largest robot company in the world. Automation. Festo. Okay, whatever. That is that big company. And then the Festo was established by the Dr. Salbach. And he was German. And however, he was born during the World War II, and then he had nothing to do after the World War II, and he expatriated, and he was immigrated to the U.S. when he was 10 years old. 10 years old, and he worked hard, and he really made a great effort, and then he established that the Festo, one of the largest automation company in the world. And then, when I was in the Germany at the Handelshochschule Leipzig, HHL, and Handelshochschule Leipzig, and he came to our campus, and he shared his insight, and he started his saying, I was poor, I was totally undereducated, and I was totally nothing, and I was totally a beggar. And he shared why I could make the Festo, and he shared because of my attitude. He always give more attention. He always give more appreciation. He always give more affection, and he always give more acceptance. Such like this. If somebody want to talk about some business idea, he give more attention. Aha, wow, that's interesting. Can you please do more? And then when he got good things or bad things, he always show his gratitude. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. That's my honor. And I would like to work with you again. And he shared his emotions, affection. Oh, what a pity. Maybe, is there anything I can help you? And he always accepts somebody. No matter what, absolutely, I will be helping you. I will try to do something else. That was his attitude. Even though he has no college degree, even though he has nothing when he was young, his attitude make him have more chances. Whenever he has a chance, he was positive toward any situation. Then he gradually built up his businesses. Small store, small newspaper selling, and then making a shoe sign boy, and then make a step up. Why not? Attitude defines your attitude. Why? Because attitude make you certain patterns of the intention. That intention will create a better behavior. Your changed behavior, positively changed behavior, change your performance. We know that throughout the theory. But however, Dr. Salbach, he proved that by his life. Fortunately, I appreciate that. Fortunately, I could get it from Dr. Salbach. I'm sharing my story. I'm sharing my stories from Dr. Salbach with you. Am I that kinds of the person? No, I'm not. Unfortunately, I have a bad attitude. I know. Yeah, I always try to. Yeah, what are you talking? Yo, I know. But however, I'm trying. Why not? Okay. Give me a second. No. Oh, okay. So yeah, I have more. Okay, that is attitude. So, any question about that attitude? And if you are asking about it, how we can develop the better attitude, personally, I don't know. I keep failing in changing a certain patternized attitude. If you do not change yourself, the external education or the external stimulus, it does not change your attitude. You must change your mind to change your attitude. Really, nobody can change your attitude. Yeah, as an organizational behavior scholar and as a business consultant, I tried my best. I tried to change the human attitude, but I totally failed. I couldn't. I cannot change your attitude because that's your personal choice. I just suggest, hey, please make a positive attitude. That's my suggestion. That's what can we do as a manager, as an organizational leader. However, do you believe that can we change your attitude? We can't. I can't. Absolutely, I can't. That is totally your personal choice. Okay, good. So then, how we can make a better personal choice of the attitude? Maybe I'd better to share a certain video that will help you. Give me a second. Where are you? Okay, good. I find it. Can you see this? Can you see this YouTube? Okay, good. And then please, I will check it out.
Top 10 tips to help you build and maintain a positive mental attitude. Changing and improving.
Okay, so can you hear something? Can you hear this? Okay. And then we shall start. Okay, and how to improve your attitude. And as I said, I cannot change your attitude, but please try to change, try to improve your attitude by yourself. I am suggesting, I am suggesting, because that will change your attitude, really. And please try to understand, and please try to change your attitude. My suggestion.
Improve your life. Top 10 tips to help you build and maintain a positive mental attitude. Changing and improving our attitude can help us change the way we see and do things. I've learned that a positive mental attitude is far more important than aptitude to succeed in life. I've also learned that it's not easy at first because we all have been conditioned since we were born to see and do things, and in many cases to think a certain way. But with practice, we can improve our attitude. Here are 10 things you can do to build and maintain a positive mental attitude. Number 1, stay away from negative and pessimistic people. Number 2, do not complain and blame others for your mistakes, problems, misfortunes, and setbacks. You're responsible for your actions and consequences. You're responsible for your life and circumstances. Number 3, be more in touch with your thoughts and feelings. Do not get carried away by your worries. No matter what, make the conscious decision to start your day every day in a positive and optimistic way. Number 4, always work on maintaining a positive attitude about things. We all know that we cannot always control what happens in our lives, but we can always control how we react to what happens in our lives. This will help you build the courage, confidence, and motivation to change, improve, and find a solution to your problem. Number 5, learn to adapt. Things change. Circumstances change. Adjust yourself and your efforts to what is presented to you so that you can respond accordingly. Never see change as a threat, because it can be an opportunity to learn, to grow, evolve, and become a better person. Number 6, face your reality with courage. Take a good and careful look at your situation and allow yourself time to think. See where you are now and decide what you want and where you want to be. Build the enthusiasm, make up your mind, and go for it. Realize that you have the ability and the potential to change yourself and to change things. Number 7, concentrate on the beautiful things in your life. Never compare yourself with others. Remember, you are unique. There's nobody else like you, and you are capable of doing great and wonderful things with your life. Number 8, look for better or different ways to do things. Allow yourself to see beyond what others think is possible, wise, or practical. Be proactive and be a part of a solution, not part of a problem. Number 9, be in charge of your life. Do not think and assume that what happens to you is your destiny. It is not. If you think that way, you will give a message to your brain to stop looking for ideas or solutions to your problems. Number 10, do not make excuses to relieve yourself from your responsibilities. Keep in mind, if you do not control your life and your future, somebody else will, whether you like it or not. Work on your attitude, learn to control it, and always remember, if you're not careful, your attitude will control you.
Okay, that is that. Okay, give me a second. Attitude. So probably, maybe I'd better to suggest this thing. Okay. Don't be afraid of making your choice. That's my one suggestion for you to make a good attitude. Don't be afraid of making your own choice. Okay? You must in your pie before somebody ate it. Don't be afraid. What do you worry? Don't worry. Don't be afraid. Don't care. Don't be afraid. What do you worry? What do you afraid? What do you fear? Can you tell me what do you worry about? Why you are negative? That kinds of things will never happen. Really. 99%, when you are thinking in a negative way, that will not happen if you do not make a choice. So get rid of that. No. If something will happen, okay, so what? Just accept it. Is that a matter? Oh yeah, okay, so then what? I just fix it. How to make a person positive? Don't do negative things. Don't worry. Don't make your negative feelings, don't make your negative emotions prevail you. You must control your emotions. Attitude, that's your choice. No one can change it. No one can make it. Take a responsibility of your emotions and attitude. That will change your altitude. I bet. Really. Okay, and today that is all. And any question? So far so good. And we will keep talking about the job satisfaction and the diversity in Wednesday. Okay. So then, can I see you on Wednesday? Okay, good. Then I will see you on Wednesday. I will see you on Wednesday, and bye-bye. I will see you. Thank you. Bye, Winnie. Bye, Dale. Absolutely. Hi, Jora. Hi, Anastasia. Angelina. Bye. Bye. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I will see you on Wednesday. Bye, Ellen. Where is no. Oh, my God, Linda. Bye, Randy. Where is no, hi. Okay. 세슈 바이 완철 바이 랜디 완철 Anastasia bye. Good. Who you found? Casey? She was kicked out. Chloe, what happens?